Hey everybody, how's it going? We're going to be taking a look at one of the new special class archetypes that's in the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition Sword Coast Companion that just came out a few days ago. And this particular breakdown, we're going to look at the fighter, or the Purple Dragon Knight. And when you play a character in Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, you're going to do the first thing you're going to do is choose your class that you would like to play. And there are 12 core classes in the game that range from cleric to fighter to sorcerer to wizard. Now, once you have your core class, you will always be that core class, and you will always get core features for that class for levels 1 to 20. And as you can see here, for this breakdown, you're going to get a multitude of things for the fighter. Everything from a fighting style that'll give you a bonus to fighting with 2 weapons, or a great weapon, or a shield, or with 1 weapon. You'll get a second wind, action surge, and a ton of these. You're going to get more ability score improvements than any other class in the game. And these give you your ability score improvements to give you more points to raise your ability scores. Or if your dungeon master allows, you can also take feats with these ability score improvements also. So as you can see, you're going to get a ton of things from extra attack up to level 20. You're going to get 4 attacks a round, which is just devastating. So once you have your fighter, and this goes for any class, whether you choose fighter, cleric, wizard, warlock, you also get to add some more flavor that goes on top of your core class. So, for the fighter, you can choose between like a champion fighter, there's a battle master fighter, there's also an eldritch knight that gives you magic. But for this breakdown, we're going to look at the Purple Dragon Knight. Alright, and the Purple Dragon Knight is at level 3 when you get to choose your martial archetype. For the fighter, every class is different. Say, for instance, the cleric, they get their extra flavor at level 1. Some classes, I believe, the druid is at level 2. But the fighter and most of the other classes, you get to add your extra flavor or your archetype at level 3. And like I said, these special features for the Purple Dragon Knight will stack on top of everything else that you see here. So for the Purple Dragon Knight, what is a Purple Dragon Knight? Well, they're elite warriors that hail from the kingdom of Cormyr. And Cormyr is east of the Sword Coast. And basically they are pledged to protect the crown, and they take the fight against evil beyond their kingdom's borders. Purple Dragon Knights have been known to stay in a lot of the major cities on the Sword Coast as well. So, if you want to play this Purple Dragon Knight, if you don't actually want to be a Purple Dragon Knight per se, you can choose the name to a banneret. And it gives you the option, which is sort of like the restriction is you have to be in the knighthood to be a Purple Dragon Knight. And if you don't like the name Purple Dragon Knight, or if you don't want the ties, back to the Cormyrian kingdom, then you can go ahead and just choose banneret instead. So you would just be called a banneret fighter. So I like how they actually give you that option. And it would be good for the Forgotten Realms or any other campaign that you're going to play, whether it be Dragonlance or whatnot. So like I said, whenever you choose this Purple Dragon Knight or banneret, you get some extra features that are going to go on top of all the other base stuff that you get for the fighter. And the first thing you're going to get is when you actually choose this archetype, and that's at level 3, and this is called Rallying Cry. This is where you learn how to inspire your allies to fight on past their injuries. So whenever you use your second wind feature, you can choose up to 3 additional creatures that are within 60 feet of you that are allied with you. So if you use your second wind feature, you heal 3 creatures that are within 60 feet of you. Each one of those creatures will gain hit points back equal to your fighter level, provided that they can see and hear you. So as long as they can see or hear you, then they get back hit points, sort of like a small heal, equal to your fighter level. So say, for instance, if you're level 3 and you use this, you would heal those 3 allies for 3 hit points apiece. If you're level 10, you would heal them for 10, 15, 15, 20, you would heal them for 20. So it's actually a pretty nice little feature. Now, at level 7, you're going to get Royal Envoy. And this is where a Purple Dragon Knight serves as an envoy of the Cormyrean Crown. Knights of high standing are expected to conduct themselves with grace. So this is where, when you get level 7, you get Royal Envoy, you're going to gain proficiency in the Persuasion skill. Alright, so that means every time you do a Persuasion skill check, you get to add in your universal proficiency bonus. So if you're already proficient in it, it doesn't matter, because it's giving you an option to gain proficiency in one of the other skills of your choice, such as animal handling, insight, intimidation, or performance. So that's pretty nice. So at least if you already have persuasion, you'll get to choose from one of those other 4. One of those 4 skills, to where you can have still get a bonus at least. Now, also, to go on top of this, your proficiency bonus is going to be doubled for any ability check that you make that uses persuasion. And you also receive this double proficiency bonus gift. Even if you already had it previously, you're still going to get to have the double proficiency bonus, regardless if you chose it or not here at 7th level for Royal Envoy. So that's actually really nice. So you're definitely going to be the talker for your group. And as you kind of fit the theme, if you've played other editions in the past, it seems like they've kind of modeled this Purple Dragon Knight or Banneret sort of like I would say like a warlord of past editions. So now at 10th level, you'll get Inspiring Surge. And this is when you use your Action Surge feature. You will now be able to choose one creature that's within 60 feet of you that's allied with you. Now, when you choose that allied creature that is within 60 feet of you, that creature can now make one melee or ranged weapon attack with its reaction, provided that it can see or hear you. Now, remember, it has to be a melee or ranged attack. It doesn't say anything about spells, and it has to use its reaction. And you only get one reaction per round. So if that person has, taken its reaction and given an attack of opportunity out or something, then it wouldn't be able to benefit from your Inspiring Surge, and you would have to find another allied creature within 60 feet of you. So just remember, you only get one reaction a round. It's pretty nice. So at 17th level, you'll now be able to choose 2 allies instead of 1. So when you're 17th, when you use your Action Surge, boom, you can make 2 of your allies within 60 feet of you, as long as they can see or hear you, use their reaction, make a melee or ranged attack. Pretty nice. That's a pretty nice extra bonus damage, especially when you start getting up in that level 17 range. Now, the last thing that you're going to get is called Bulwark. And this is where you get at level 15, where you extend the benefit of your Indomitable feature to an ally. Indomitable feature is about saving throws, and this is a base or core fighter feature that you get. So when you get Bulwark, this is where you extend the benefit from just you benefiting from it to another ally. So when you decide to use Indomitable to reroll an Intelligence, Wisdom, or Charisma saving throw, and you are not incapacitated, you can choose one ally within 60 feet of you that also failed its saving throw against the same effect. So basically, if you get hit with a fireball and you fail your saving throw, and another creature within 60 feet of you that's an ally of yours fails its saving throw, then you can use Bulwark to basically inspire you and another person to re-roll that fireball, that dexterity saving throw. Well, that would be dexterity, but I'm just using that as an instance. If you're going to use Bulwark, you have to re-roll an intelligence, wisdom, or charisma saving throw. But I was just using the dexterity as a, as an example. So as long as it's intelligent, wisdom, or charisma, you're good to go. And, just remember that creature has to see or hear you, and it can re-roll its saving throw. When it does, it has to, fuck it. I butchered that all up, didn't I, guys? Fuck me. Alright, so the last thing that you're going to get at level 15 is called Bulwark. Alright, and this is the final thing that you'll get. So beginning at level 15, oh my god, that was fucking horrible. Jesus Christ, I'm hacking this shit up, guys. Let me get a drink here. Alright, so the final thing that you're going to get at level 15 is called Bulwark. And this is where you extend the benefit of your Indomitable feature to an ally. And when you decide to use Indomitable to reroll an Intelligence, Wisdom, or a Charisma saving throw, and you're not incapacitated, you can choose one other ally that's within 60 feet of you to also reroll that Intelligence, Wisdom, or Charisma saving throw, as long as they failed the saving throw from the same effect that you just failed. So the creature has to be able to see or hear you, and it can, when it does re-roll its saving throw, it has to take the new roll no matter what it is. So there you go. Bulwark. Pretty nice. Indomitable feature. Lets you re-roll Intelligence, Wisdom, or Charisma saving throws. If you fail something, someone else in your group fails something, that's when you use the Bulwark. You both re-roll, take the best roll. So there you go, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown. Please feel free to leave a comment down below. And also, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't done so yet. Share, like, do anything you want to. And until next time, I will see you later, and happy gaming!